Thanks for typing that here instead of in Special Bus. You special man. What's up, people? Yo, yo, indeed. All right. Well, we're gonna find out what's up with that monitor stuff. I don't have any. I'm looking for like brand recognition or brand recognition recommendations, model recommendations, more than brand recommendations per se. But I know some brands are generally better than others. My budget is between $250 and $300. I see plenty of. Actually, I'm not sure. The other thing is, I'm wondering if I should be doing 1080p or 1440p as like my resolution. But I'm pretty sure that will come at the cost of like that's like extra cost to get a monitor that's higher than that. So it would need a new card for just doing what I already do. I don't see how that would happen. I need to get 2 monitors, so giving me one that's $230 is not a good idea. Also, you guys are gonna have to tell me about audio balance. I'm not able to hear. Like, I'm having a different audio setup, so I don't know if the music is too low, too high. If I'm too low, too high, let me know. 1440. I mean, 1440. Are there no just generic 120 hertz anymore? It's all 1440. I'm only seeing 144 hertz, which is very strange. Yes, $250 to $300. I'm getting 2 monitors. What would be a good model to order 2 of within the range of $250 to $300? If I said my range was $600, that would mean I could get 2 $300 ones. Well, I don't really feel. I don't understand what. You haven't given me any reason for your recommendation, so I can't really tell you. I can't even order this anyway. It's not in stock. This MSI one. I would never order from MSI anyway. I'm not going anywhere. It's all being ordered. $120 hertz 1080p for price and performance. I'm not seeing very many 120. I'm seeing 144, and that's about it. I love all of these monitors that have these shitty like black equalizer and color vibrance. Like I also want a true picture, as true a picture as possible. Which kind of rules out LEDs on principle, but I don't think they make non-LED monitors very much anymore. Certainly none that are within my price range. Oops. Do you have something that explains the difference between IPS and whatever else? And why IPS is better? I am seeing VA panel, blah, blah, blah. I don't even know what that means, though, so. I also like that this image they have on their store page is blurry or has a huge amount of aliasing. That's pretty funny. In your crap player can choose between piss or pass micromission moment or skip this moment. Well, you should probably not have any micro at all. Also, it's meant to be multiplayer, so. Oh, I see what you're talking about. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, well, I'm basically... So, like, these headphones that I got, these AKGs, the whole selling point of them is that they're meant to be listening to stuff. Like, people use them to listen to shit while they're working on mastering an album or doing any audio work. And the idea is that it gives you a true sound. Before, there's no equalizing. There's no, like, firmware or hardware level changes to the sound. You're getting the true sound. That's the selling point of the AKGs. Now, I don't know if that's accurate. So far, it's been pretty accurate, but I don't know if that's actually accurate. What I do know is that that's what I was looking for when I ordered them. And so I'm looking for the same exact thing for image, like the truest to form image quality. And I also want it to be a high refresh rate, higher than 60, so like 120 or 144. So with that in mind, I don't even know where to start to look for, like, how do you determine, like, what amount of research should I be doing to determine, like, what requires true colors or something. I know Mesk uses some stuff that he stands by for visual work, but I don't think his are 144 or 120. I think they're 60. I don't even know what nitro means. I'm not. If that's the MSI monitor, you can forget about it. But I don't think that's what you were talking about. I don't see any nitro anywhere. At least I don't see a nitro that you linked. Oh, wait, is this it? No, this is a scepter. What nitro are you talking? Acer nitro. That's a black Acer. It doesn't say nitro anywhere on it. How was I supposed to know it was nitro? Oh, it says nitro on the page. Or on the image, rather. The problem I see is that Nvidia's basically gobbled up this fucking market too, and they all want to have G-Sync or whatever enabled for their monitors, so it's just a shit show trying to find stuff that actually has features, as usual. I still can't believe so much shit got fucked up by this SEM draft update, man. Holy moly. One step forward, one step back. Well, many steps back in this case. $400 NITS? I don't know what that means. Yeah, well, that's exactly why I'm very unlikely to go by a recommendation from any old Joe, so I appreciate your input, but it's going to take a lot more than that. A lot more research before I invest $300. Still nothing good. I don't know what that means. But hi. You know, I had a dream I met you at the local hospital because somebody mugged you. And you had a receipt for the mugging. It was like they gave you a receipt that said you've been mugged. And you were holding it up, and that is how I knew you got mugged. That was a weird dream. Yeah, it was very strange. It was very strange stuff. Then we went to my old house. Waited for the cops to show up. Actually, the hospital was right next to my old house, I think. Which is not where it is normally. But whatever. That was my dream crap. Well, if you did a lot of research, you should be able to tell me what or the reason is behind looking for the things that you looked for. Yeah, like the problem is LEDs seem to never be able to show true blacks. Like they can't actually show 0000000. They show some fucking off-color version of that. I mean, that's true of the monitor I'm currently using too. But I'm not, like, I don't understand why they all seem to be like that. Yeah, but even with whatever the highest caliber is, you're still looking at shit compared to the old monitors, like the whatever they were called, the LCDs. The LCD monitors were way better at showing the various black colors, and for whatever reason we went down in the ability to show that. Yeah, so you either go LCD or you go whatever the fuck you're talking about. I mean, wait, is LCD it? I don't even remember. What was was that the old monitor? LCD monitor? Or am I thinking of something else? CRT, yeah, that's what it was. Not LCD. What the fuck is LCD? Is that even a monitor thing? I might be confusing that with something else. But I know there's a lot of, like, CRTs actually showed proper colors, generally speaking. They had more color accuracy for longer. I don't know what burn-in means, but I assume it's like the image picture getting burned onto the screen or something. And I also think that was a problem with CRT as well. Or at least I vaguely recall old televisions, you could like pause on a frame of a gay porno and it would burn into the screen. So whenever it was turned off, you would see that, which is pretty funny to me. I'm pretty sure that was only possible in CRTs. That has happened before to many hotels. I may or may not have been staying in them. What does the O stand for? Old? Old LED? Because it's CRT XD? I mean, it sounds right, though, like the idea of the pixels turning off when they're black. That sounds like it would be a good way to go, but as with anything that's like this, you're going to deal with a lot of stupid Stupid people. I had some pieces of garlic today. Garlic and onions. Oh shit. Dude, he's got his TV set up. Check that out. That's pretty epic. Imagine watching me on your big screen. I'm on the big screen, boys. Organic light emitting dye by OLED. In fact, just rename every character to Oleg. Oh, I feel like Oleg is like the Russian version of Jimmy the Wrench. It's like the most stereotypical fucking name you can come up with for a Russian. Oleg. I mean, I guess not really, because there's also like Vasily and I'm forgetting one very obvious one. I was thinking of it, but I blanked on it already. Vladimir, that's the other one that's super common. Max. Max are a meme. Alright, so I think I actually had one picked out a while ago. Oh, it's actually this. I actually had the Acer XF270H BBMII PRZX 27-inch 1920 by 1080 144 hertz monitor. But I was looking, let's see. It's TN instead of IPS. Fucking idiot. Well, it's already shit. Get it out of here. Monitor. Alright, so we are looking for something within this price range. Newegg is pretty useful. I'm gonna do 20 by 1080. And I'm looking for IPS. And the brightness value it's giving me is CD divided by M squared. I don't know what that means or what the conversion rate is for what you're talking about. Say notice curved screen. Say HDMI. I mean, I don't really care about frame sync, but presumably it doesn't matter. Alright. I don't care about built-in speakers. Oh, that is nits. Okay. And what was the color? What was the minimum you wanted me to get? 1,000 or something? Or no, it was 300 nits, right? Because 3. It was 1,000 something else. Oh yeah, you did put CD2. Oh, well, you had the wrong thing squared, but that's okay. I'm scrolling up. Oh, I can't find out what you said. Yeah, 300 nits of brightness. I can't sort by contrast, unfortunately. Alright, well, it won't let me pick 300, so I'll pick 290. Yeah, I don't have an option to sort by contrast or whatever. So I guess I'll have to find these models. Yeah, with all of those specified, the cheapest one Newegg will show me is $225 from Amazon. It does say it's in stock, so that's cool. Alright, let's see if we can find... It does say it's 300 nits, HDMI, FreeSync, yay. .8 inches, which is probably the same size as mine. I actually don't even know how to check my current one. It's unfortunate it's not quite as big as I was hoping it would be, but... yeah, so I've got to search this one. It's the Nitro VG240Y. What am I looking at? Contrast? Ah, I can go to Acer Malaysia. That sounds like a great idea. Oh, this is not the right one. Aha, I found a site called DisplaySpecifications.com. Definitely does not seem like an Indian site. They're listing this as 250 and not 300, so I don't know. Wait, this is VG240. I'm looking at VG240Y. Let's see if we can search this. Oh yeah, I found it here. Still says it's 250 and not 300. Dynamic contrast. What appears to be 1,000,000 to 1. Static contrast. 1,000 to 1. Oh, and the refresh rate's only 75. Destroyed. Well, there goes that. Yeah, I forgot to check for that one. See, my main concern is if I end up getting just one good monitor, which it seems like that's what we're narrowing down to in the $300 range, we're also getting to the point where, like, what do I do with my second monitor then? Like, am I going to be able to even look at it? I certainly am not going to be able to do any color-sensitive work on it, presumably. But I guess it might end up being useful to have, like, a fucking Joe Schmo monitor to, like, compare. It's like, all right, here's what it looks like for me, and here's what it looks like for them. Sort of like if you keep a pair of crappy headphones nearby. It's like, oh yeah, I can... What does it sound like on these? What will it sound like to the random motherfucker? No, dude, this is a Starcraft stream, so I can only talk about my stuff on the other monitor. I can't actually show you guys. So what do we got here? So I'm looking at the Asus VG279Q. I will now search for that. So this one says its brightness is 400 nits. Still 1001 static contrast. 99% sRGB, 75% Adobe RGB, and NTSC 72%. So I think this is lower than you were recommending. So we'll compare the other one that was in this list, which is the LG 27GL650F-B. I'm looking for B. I don't see that B here. I assume it's this one, though. This one is sRGB 99%, NTSC 72%, and doesn't even have a list for the other one. Otherwise, it's identical. Doesn't have a list for Adobe RGB. Could calibrate it. Yeah, I don't even know. Actually, I would be curious to compare the stats of my current ones, because that would tell me how important it was that I upgrade in the first place. Presumably, it would always end up being a superior one, but... But I don't even remember. How do I even get that? I guess I can just look at them off of my Amazon orders if I go back far enough. My orders. I think that was in 2018. Let me see. My orders is just a list of fucking G Fuel. Oh boy. Alright. Let's see what I got here. So this, I'm looking at the first one here. Hold on, let me... I like how this one isn't even on the list from this site. Acer G246HL. It must be too old. I guess I'll compare the other one. Oh, okay, this one's on here. This one only has an entry for NTSC, and it's 72%, but it's 250 nits, 1001 static contrast. It doesn't even tell me what, oh, it is IPS. Apparently my left one is IPS. My second monitor. And... yeah, I don't know. What is VESA mounting? Is that like a hardware thing? I can't believe it's not showing me my other one though. What the fuck? I think I've always bought Acer, but I see HLF, not just HL. But this one looks like it's somewhat the same. Although this one says I have 75 hertz available. But I don't actually think that's the case. Maybe it is the case, and I just haven't paid attention. I like how these have completely wrong names as far as I can tell. That's pretty funny. Yeah, it doesn't tell me that I can do that. Yeah. So I guess this isn't the right model then, if it's telling me that I've got the option to go to 75 on this website, but I don't really. Whatever. The stats are actually pretty comparable, but obviously the big difference is the refresh rate. They were both IPS. I think they're both IPS. I have never noticed that like weird... Oh, I guess this one kind of has it. Let me compare this to... I'll just start doing some in real life dodging. Yeah, that same thing doesn't happen. Yeah, so I guess this monitor is probably a TN or something. Check AMD settings. Standard for mounting arms and stands to monitors and TVs. Oh. Cool. I don't know what that means, though. What am I doing? Check AMD settings. I probably have to update my drivers, as a matter of fact. I never do that. I always do that like once or twice a year. What is this? Oh, well... I was telling you. Radeon Chill. Don't enable this. Get out of here. What? Dude, stop it. Stop trying to tell me to enable shit. What am I looking at anyway? Display. Lag. So this is R240HY, which I believe is the one that I was just telling you guys about, which has all this stuff. Yeah, this is the one that's put in with HDMI. Ooh. That should just crash my computer if I keep doing it. That would be funny. My other one is still connected through VGA, the main monitor, I believe, because the main monitor doesn't actually have HDMI support. I think I only have one HDMI port, so I don't know how that's going to work out. Because I would like to keep the other IPS monitor that I have over here, but that's HDMI. I'm pretty sure I only have one HDMI port. Oh, VGA won't do a 75 Hz. That's probably why then. What is display port? What do you mean? Isn't that just what I already have? Anyway, there you saw my... Oh shit! You saw my other doxing. Doxed my campaign. Probably should have sent this to DF a while ago, actually. Oh yeah, I have my window open, so you're going to hear more annoying motor shows. What's up, Alexander? We're just talking shop about monitors. DisplayPort is a different connector. I don't know what... I'm not sure which display... Like, whether or not I even have one of those. Keep in mind, my I.O. and stuff is all from 2011? The case is from 2011. I upgraded the motherboard, the RAM, and the GPU and CPU, but I didn't do anything about the wiring or the I.O. Or the PSU, as a matter of fact. So all that stuff is... and the case cooler as well. The cooler is also from 2011. It's all from 2011. In fact, I think my motherboard is still hanging. I should probably fix that. It's on the GPU. 580 has DisplayPort and HDMI. Okay. I think that's where the I.O. came out, yeah. It should have 3x DisplayPort 1.4 or 2.0. I will have to take a look at that. Computer modding stream. Oh yeah, I'm not working today either, so I'll have some more time. That's why I'm not worried about the fact that I've done basically nothing for the last 30 minutes or something, besides drop my G Fuel. Anyway. I don't know the answer to that question. Hold on. I think it's a gigabyte. Oh, it might be. Oh, it's power color. It's power. That's what I have. Gigabyte was my something else before I upgraded. I'm sure power color is like one of the worst off brands or something, but that's what they had at there was some point where I just realized I had enough money to upgrade my shit, and I was like, fuck this, I'm upgrading my shit. And I just walked to like the next town over and got that's when I picked up the motherboard, the CPU, and the RAM, and the graphics card. So I just bought what they had in the store. Is it great? I just assumed it's. I bought it from all from Micro Center. I just assumed it was going to be shit. Well, Connor, I'm sure it's terrible, but I'll take a look if you link it. That's funny. Wait, what? What did you send me? IPS, PLS, 100 Hertz, 20. You sent me this PC part picker thing, or yeah, I was already using this earlier. I'm not doing 100 though; it'll be 120 minimum, and I want like a 3 millisecond response time. So. Is PLS just another IPS, or what is the difference there? Oh yeah, I should probably pull up my Starcraft so I don't get destroyed. Hey, you didn't even sort by brightness, you fuck. Alright, well now that I've rounded it down, the only thing that's different about this list and the other one I was using is that it includes more expensive monitors. I'll check out this Acer VG271 27-inch. Wait, where's my other website? Display. What was it? DisplaySpecifications.com. I don't think this is the same one. But, alright. You do you, man. No, I just posted in Special Buzz. Takes me years to go through my DMs in Ripcord. But I'm assuming it's missing some of the things that we were talking about, based on its price. Wait, I have 2 entries for the same monitor. They're identical. They even have the same price. What a prank. I see an MSI monitor, so that gets destroyed immediately. Let me go back to the search here. I see Acer RC271U as a recommendation. Of course it has to be U. AHVA IPS, by the way. I don't know what the difference is there. Well, it looks like there's one here that meets the Dawn's minimum requirements of 85% Adobe RGB and 100% sRGB, but I'm not seeing a shop link or anything. Oh yeah, I'm probably going to need a DisplayPort cable if it doesn't come with that. Oh, I think the scepter was actually sent... Oh, it's curved. Icky. It is DisplayPort and HDMI. I wonder if there's... Where are the other specifications? What are curved monitors anyway? Like, how does that work? I'm sure that comes at a cost of some sort. It's fragile, okay. Yeah, I was also going to ask you, like, what is Adobe color coverage? What does that even mean? Color space developed by Adobe Systems. Is it like a different setting on the monitor, or is it, or do some videos or components of a software actually use a different thing? Just like 3D TVs, I haven't even heard of those. So that's what I'm seeing when I use Photoshop or something, instead of actually seeing sRGB or anything else. Yeah, what was the other one I was looking at anyway? So these are the 2 that I got that were... Holy shit, the first monitor that I bought it for like $100 or something back in 2016, and now it's selling for $204 because it's not available anymore? It's not available to buy normally? What the fuck? Yeah, this other one that I paid $100 for is also almost $150 now. I guess it's because they're older or something. I don't know. All right, I was looking at some other one earlier, trying to figure out what was going on. I don't remember what it was though. I think I was looking at the LG, but I don't actually. The problem is this display specifications website doesn't actually seem to tell you if you're looking at the right monitor Or what? Oh yeah, and this one doesn't even have an entry for Adobe. Excuse me. I'm gonna look at the other one. What's the other one? Asus. Oh yeah, so the Asus was the one that I was looking at most recently. What's up, Patrick? Oh, there's number 2. I sneeze at you as a greeting. All right. Well, it looks like this is the one that I've been, I'm looking at right now. It's appearing as, let me find it. Oh. Looks like I may have to order it from, what is this? BH Photo Video. Whatever the fuck that is. I've never paid for these, for shit from these guys. Because it's $2.99 there, whereas in Amazon, it's apparently not in stock. I could get it from Newegg for $304.98. Oh, that's also out of stock. Fuck. I could get it from Best Buy for $299. You can get 12-month financing on a monitor. What the fuck is wrong with these people? Holy shit. Is this the same one? Same model number? I don't know what gimmicked 8-bit means. What was this one I was looking at anyway? This one's tiny. Oh, this one's at 225. It's only 75 hertz. I was also looking at this Acer one, but I can't even find an entry for it on that display specifications thing. And I can only order it from Adorama. It's also out of stock there. Bye. Why are all the good monitors or passable monitors shit? I mean, not available. Yeah. Thank you, Clone Committee. Yeah, much longer. It takes much longer when we're talking about that. I mean, this map is already done, in theory. Like, I have to decorate it. I think it took me about 5 days to get it to the point where we play tested it. Or maybe it was the 6th day yesterday? Today's Thursday. Yesterday was Wednesday, and that's when I was trying to reflect on how much time it took. So I believe it was Friday when we started, so yeah, it would have been 5 days, because this is the 6th. And tomorrow will be a 7th. So it took me 5 days to get to the point where it was good to go and ready to be done. And that was like 5 days of 3 to 4 hours of working on it, so... with the exception, I believe, of Tuesday, because that's when I did a podcast. So there was a little bit more on Tuesday, because during the podcast I worked on it. Yeah, but these aren't particularly expensive in the grand scheme of things, so I don't know why they would be the ones. I mean, they're not particularly cheap, rather, in the grand scheme of things, so I don't know why they would be the ones here. Well, I think you guys are normally building melee maps or something. I've only played the random generated shit, so I don't actually know what quality level you guys are going for. If you're talking about campaign maps, that's a pretty depressing amount of time that you're not investing into your product. But I've never been happy with any of the campaigns I've played in any RTS, let alone Battlecry, which is known for some of the most boring campaigns in the world, so... I think Battlecry's campaigns survive on the fact that they have all of the different races, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff that you can do with them. So, that's my commentary. Oh, I might also need a Logitech mice, guys. Mice. I can't believe I can't even order half of these things. Why exactly are people going so crazy over this whole FreeSync, G-Sync shit? Like, what are the advantages? I don't get it. Oh yeah, well, if you guys aren't actually building, like, the time that was spent in this map includes time spent configuring the custom tiles, and obviously StarCraft looks way better than Battlecry does, just based on the fact that it's like I think the isometric angles are similar between the games, but there's way more detail in StarCraft in a way that also doesn't detract from visibility like it does in Battlecry. So you pretty much never have like readability issues based on the terrain, even with all the custom shit we're doing. And as I understand, you guys don't actually have map-specific AI either, so if I decided to work on AI, this map would probably take another week of fine-tuning and coding and all that shit. And I'm assuming you guys don't bother with that, you just slot in AI for whatever. G502? What? You giving me mice now? Pixio? Oh, it is IPS. Cool. 24-inch. Premier esports gaming monitor. Wow. Somebody really spent a long time photoshopping that image. I like how they do this. They Photoshop stuff where the things that are supposed to be being displayed on the monitor are so clearly Photoshopped because they're like sticking out of the monitor. And I don't know if it's a marketing gimmick to be like, oh, it comes to life. But it's... I don't know about that one. Alright, let's check this out. Does this even show up? I'm looking for the 24-inch... PX247. It doesn't even have an entry on this website. The only, yeah, well, I can't really look that one up, so. What a mess. No custom AI, yeah. Mission-specific AI. I recently got a mouse too for 10 euros. It glows in different colors for some reason. Yeah. I specifically wanted to get rid of all of the stupid LED bullshit that's in hardware now. Particularly peripherals like mouse, keyboard. There's no LED shit on my stuff anymore. My old mouse was so distracting. My old mouse literally glowed so much that it would shine on the ceiling when I had all the lights turned off, I had to cover it with a face cloth every time I was going to bed. Like what you would do with your webcam or something, but like for my mouse, because it was it was just so annoying. Like, why, man? What is wrong with these people putting stupid LED bullshit into this stuff? Can be used as it's like a failure point for security. Like, you can hack the firmware for that. It's just a mess. So that's my review. Yeah, I think my GPU is LED, and I don't even know how to turn it off. It's got some psychotic red light that glows or something. It might even be my CPU. It's not my CPU, but it's not my cooler either, so it must be my GPU. Because my CPU definitely doesn't. Imagine having an LED CPU. Just spins. Alright. Actually, what even am I doing right now? I guess I'm decorating? I don't even have anything to do. I mean, DF is on. He's working on some stuff. Oh. I guess one of the things that I can do is I can make the defeat trigger transmissions a bit safer. I can use this opportunity to do the center view stuff as well. But there should be good. Okay. The mouse is to blend in with your keyboard and to be epic. Looks like he converted the, he converted these, like, text boxes or whatever into search boxes. That's one of the reasons why they are broken the way that they are. But I guess that'll be useful in the future, since you can search for any integer or whatever. Like, I could type, maybe this doesn't work, but I can type RI, yeah, and it will show me everything that's R. That's pretty cool. I actually like that. Unfortunately, he broke it so that if you type in the full string, like turn SEV, it will just not work at all. So when he fixes that, that'll be a net positive, which is nice. That's actually really, really useful. Basically, if I was to type a complete string of anything in here and then hit enter, nothing happens. But I can definitely get used to the setup that he's got going on right now. It feels a little more sluggish, though. That I will say. Alright. So now... just add this switch command. Switch one... I do wish enter actually worked to get me out of here. Yeah, I got like a Eagle keyboard. I don't even know what it is. It's a mechanical keyboard. It's pretty nice. Definitely not fancy, which is actually a selling point in the modern era. It's pretty psychotic. I could have used deaths, but switches are more alluring for some reason. Alright, there you go. I did some trigger work. Okay. Now, it's time to get some other work done. I mean, I really have no idea what I'm doing at this point. So. Hey, wait, Don, the ones that you linked earlier, are those ones, do those actually fit in with what you were saying about the other elements? Like, are they IPS? Do they have the color specifications you were giving me? Oops. It doesn't look like it. They don't have the right brightness value. Like the first one that you linked, the Acer Nitro, does not have it. And then the MSI, I mean it's MSI, but it also doesn't seem to have it. Anybody who spells esports with a capital S should be shot on sight. %128% sRGB. What the fuck? Psychotic. Is this one you linked, Connor? Let me see. Wow. It comes equipped with a blue light filter, by the way. I think we'll be doing Quake, and then we'll take a break. See what other ones we may end up fucking around with. Alexander finding out he got fucked. What is stopping me from food? Wasn't even my headphone cable. Alright, so... since we are more or less done with this one, guess I'll just be doing a tree planting stream. You know what I mean? You ever feel the need to plant some trees, boys? Plant some shrubbery. Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, all the YouTubers were planting trees or something. Planting fake subscribers in their sub boxes. If only I had other shrubbery doodads that I could place. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it works. We'll find out in like 60 years when the trees finally finish growing. Or would have. That's one of those things that's like, it's really hard to pin down. It's like, wait, what? Can you? Oh yeah, Connor got hacked and his channel got 30,000 subs. Congrats, Connor. You really you found your way there. Oh wait, wasn't your channel deleted or something even after you got it back? Or is it still back? Is it back forever? I don't think I ever got a final update on that one. Wait, it was 67,000 net gain? Or was it 30k net gain for a total of 67k? Total, okay. That's pretty fucking crazy. Nice work, dude. You showed those hackers who's boss. Nice. Yeah, I just realized I was telling him nice work, and then I remembered it's like, he got hacked. Nice job getting hacked. All right. You say so, man. Really? I thought you had way more subs than I did. I thought you had like 20k or something. That's weird. It definitely wasn't 67,000, but yeah, I don't think like I have 1.67k or something. I have like 1,600 plus people, and I'm pretty sure most of them don't watch my stuff because I get like 80 views, 100 views maybe on like the big important streams. And then I get a lot of residual views. I imagine a lot of people are subbed for like CSGO stuff, and there's people who are subbed for like Warlords Battlecry or whatever. You know, like stuff that I don't do very frequently, but they still sub. I'm not really sure what to make of all that, but that's a thing. Oh, put that one too close. They knocked? Well, I said, I muted my mic and said yeah. So, she knew it was okay. It's all good, dude. Mom, you're interrupting my mud planting stream. God. How am I supposed to plant mud with all of these distractions? I'm still learning how to wear these headphones. Expect it to look silly for a while. Perhaps ever. Well, we did some decoration. That was enough work for one stream. So what are we doing while I eat? Because apparently there's food. I guess I'm doing OMAD now. Or T-Mad. Tony Mad. See if there's any interesting videos we can laugh at. Unfortunately, there's no more DK videos that I can laugh at. SMA. Hey, I should restream another Twitch streamer and get banned. Oh. That didn't work. Oh no, I'm feeling it just fine. I was just making a joke because we opened up the stream by like talking about monitors for 10 years before doing any work. And then I finally did some work and now I'm eating. So it was just funny. But yeah, if people are up for testing, I don't mind hosting a game. Destroyed. What's up, Don? You hear calls for testing, but you don't hear me asking you questions. I see how it is. I'm eating chicken. I think it's baked chicken, technically, because it was in the oven. Green beans, and then there's a whole bunch of mashed potatoes on my plate that I'm going to try to avoid eating all of, because, you know, carbs. And because I already have had a lot of protein and fats today, so adding carbs to that is a bad idea. Some onion in here too. I think caramelized onion or something. I can't tell if that's in the music or in my background. Oh, definitely my background. One thing I might do for the rest of my stream is actually work on a smaller map. I mean, I could keep decorating this, but... which I definitely will do after I'm finished eating, but... beyond that, I think working on a smaller map might be fun. Like a 1v1 map, or a 3-player FFA map or something. Yeah, you remember all the cop cars that would constantly accompany the motor shows at my old place? They're back. Well, I asked people if they were interested in testing, but we only have like you, me, and Alexander. And it's an 8-player map, so... Well, there you go. Maybe Ultra. That'll give us 5. If Folk goes around, maybe that can be 6. Since we have a player named Ultralisks, any chance we can get like some people to sign up that are named siege tanks? Dragoons? Yeah, we could test other maps. I'm actually not sure what other maps would be testable though. Even if we had so we have 4 people right now. Ultralisks would make 5. We could do like a 2v2 or something like that, but I'm not really sure what that would look like. You know what I mean? I don't know. Even, like, there's not really any map that would work very well as a 2v2. We always need at least 5 players, I think. I guess I could refurbish Vizurgo 2, and that's a 5-player map. Anyway, I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom. Hi. Remember that Z01 doesn't work. The AI is fucked. So I would not recommend it. Alright, boys. Last bit of water trees. Well, no, it's the AI right now is not working It's actually that the AI is gimped. This would be your best chance to beat them, because the AI is doing really dumb shit all the time in that map right now. Like throwing drones at your or throwing probes at your various bases in an attempt to expand to a res area that changed IDs. Oh yeah, and Connor, you suggested T2. That's the biggest map we have. I was saying we needed to find a map that would work for a limited number of players. That's a pretty big one, too. Yeah, P1 or T1 would probably both work as 2v2 maps. You could even brave the storm of having gimped AI on your team if you really wanted to. Right. Yeah, I have no idea where he is. He didn't even survive long enough for me to tell him that we might test if we have enough people, but we're still waiting on people, so he's out of here, I think. If I had to guess. Anyway. Be right back. You, actually. If we were to test, when would that be? I don't mind doing it whenever, as I'll most likely just be observing. But we need a number of people here that I'm not convinced we have. That's my main caveat, if you will. Ultra's here, so that's good. You have to go AFK for a bit? Okay. Well, when are you coming back? Alright, that'll give me a decent amount of time to get some decor done on this map. Anybody else gonna be around in 30 minutes? I hope that's not putting too much pressure on the wire there. Ah, okay. Connor will be out. Well, that's unfortunate. We may just have to wait until there's more of us, I guess. Yeah, that's probably the smallest map I would make. Smallest map size. But I just figure it makes sense to support smaller player numbers. No, it would be like a 1v1 map or a 2v2 map, yeah. Right, but I'm thinking of like a lack of players. Generally speaking. Sometimes we only have 2 or 3 people who are interested. But you're right about the fact that I think it's more interesting when you have more players. I was also thinking of like a 3-player FFA map. Or even like a 1v2 map where one of the players has a fair bit of strategic advantage or something. Like, this player's got a lot of resources easily accessible, or they're on an island, or the other 2 players are on an island or something. I don't know. Needs more thought put into that one, I think, but there's a couple of ideas I've had for stuff like that. I think one of your messages got deleted or something, Don. All I got was more like it, and then what came after. I think given the skill disparity in our group, 1v2 has more value than you might expect. Though it gets a little bit more variable if you end up having stuff like what's it called? If you manage to do stuff that's more like, you know, 2v3 or something like that, it can be more interesting. I can definitely see where people come from with that, but I don't think it's completely devoid of opportunity for entertainment. And particularly when we oftentimes don't have a lot of players lying in wait. I think it can be very useful then. Yeah, well, the starting off thing is, I'm not saying you would start out with more stuff as the solo player. I'm saying the solo player would have better access to easier expansions or something. Like the map design would serve to offset the fact that you're at a disadvantage with the number of players. That's more what I mean. I mean, that's how I balance out stuff like a 2v3 in a campaign setting as well. You know, especially now that I'm straying away from pre-play stuff almost at every opportunity. The more I think about stuff like that, the more I realize that there's really not really... I can't come up with a good reason to pre-place anything. It's all like, oh, it's easier. At that point, it's just laziness, you know? It's not actually game design. Yeah, something like that. Closer expansion that you can easily grab, or the ability to stay on one base for a long time, stuff like that. Could definitely play out in an interesting fashion. I think you're just overreacting. You played solo without an ally, and thus the whole point of the starting positions was defeated before you could really experience what the intended gameplay loop was. And you never harassed the person that was closest to you that you could have enacted the most change and impact upon. On either team, actually. So, I think you made a lot of mistakes, as well as not having an ally. No, I don't think it would be necessary. I did expand the amount of buildable space in both Terran bases after that test, but... I also refactored a little bit of this base so that there's a bit more buildable space there as well, but... The only other significant balance change I'm thinking of doing is adding a little bit more, like, pathing blockers at this cliff edge so that you have to pre-play... Like, if you're going to harass with, like, goons or something in this area, you have to do so in a very deliberate fashion. And also blocking over this area so you can't set up stuff over here to harass on this exit. Because in theory, like, I could see a world where the player has some photon cannons on this ridge to cover this ramp, right? And then they build some cannons or just set up a bunch of shit down here to cover this ramp. And then if you want to actually attack them, you either have to go all the way up here or all the way down and around here as the Terran player while your shit's getting harassed. So I'm going to fill this area with unbuildable stuff that the Protoss player won't be able to build cannons over in this ridge, this low ground or whatever. And then also have a bit more pathing blocking so they can't station Dragoons over here to take too many pot shots. There'll still be the possibility, but it'll be limited. And then, like, this is the designated harassment area, along with, like, some Dragoons over there. Missile turret. No, I would have to give him an engineering bay if I wanted to give him a missile turret. Even though Hydra hasn't actually been released in any capacity, this new version, and even though we're still working with, like, half-functioning other shit, it still has positively informed my design decision about a lot of things. And that's the most that I could have hoped for. Now, obviously, it would be nice to also have, like, a completed project that I could work around with, but it's definitely been super helpful for improving as a level designer. Well, I gave you a bit more build space down here, but I think maybe shrinking this area down a little bit would help that effort. No, they don't need to. They already start out with a significant positional advantage. I don't think they need anything else. I mean, there's a disadvantage associated with the fact that they're far from their ally and they're in between two groups, but they've got starting resource advantage with the number of resource fields they have access to. I can even increase that if I feel like they need more, right? I can do that. No, I don't. I think they have identical starting resources now. I moved the gas to the north as well, so it's more efficient mining for this player. And I think that's fine. I don't think they need anything else. Now they have 10 minerals in their main, which is way more than the other players do. I think the most the other players started with is 8. Oh, this player starts out with 10. Should definitely trim those out, even though some of them are harder to get at. Yeah, so that's 8. 8. 8. These are all 7. I think. No, that's 8. And maybe Aldaris is the only one with 7. Oh, this player starts out with 9. I think it's probably because they're closer, but I can get rid of one. In theory, I could also do this. Okay, it's fine. There you go. Now they all have 8. But yeah, so everybody has 8 besides the Terrans that have 10, and they all have decent gas placement. I don't think I saw any probes get stuck in there, so that should be safe. I actually didn't see any pathing problems with the workers, which was nice. Usually there's like something fucked up. But I usually go for some much more non-standard layouts than what I did this time around. The intention down here is actually to make it so that you can't just path all the way around here. But I'm thinking about that now, and I think the potential for workers to get fucked down there. I mean, I guess it's the same even if I seal that off. I'll keep an eye on that. That might need to be modified. I shrunk this area so you're more incentivized to build a bunker and a turret or whatever down here. There's some missing visual detail that also ends up being a pathing blocker or buildable blocker, but I think that's still fine. Yeah, you could drop a tank there. I've actually designed this map with tank drops in mind. Like, I've talked about this before, but I think it's so boring and ass backwards how melee maps are developed in with the intention of like basically cucking Terrans in general, where they have no way to use their actual racial benefits of lifting off and dropping tanks in areas and you know, like that's how they decided to get to balance, is basically removing half of the impact that Terrans can have. Pretty dumb, if you ask me. Barely notice a difference, SMH. Alright, well, we've done some more decor and balancing, so that's good. Connor was asleep when I was explaining my thought process behind the approach for the Terrans, but figure I might as well restate the idea, and if he's here, he can comment on it, and if anybody else has any thoughts on it, they can also comment on it. So because you guys are on the opposite sides of the map when you start out as Terrans, your main goal should be to secure resources, but you aren't as pressured to do that as the other factions because you have 2 extra mineral fields now. You always had an advantage over most of the other players, but you also have a very defensible base location. And so this basically sets you up to be much harder to rush down, and considering you are enemies of everybody else, and the relative strength of the factions is such that obviously the alliances that have 3 players on each team, the Zerg and the Protoss, those are going to be the bigger threats than 2 Terrans ever would be in theory, because you have 2 Terrans versus not 3. So because of that factor, the other players should not be looking to remove the Terrans from the game in the early game anyway. If they're going to seek a decided advantage, what they want to do, most likely, what they should want to do in a perfect world, is try to negate the power of their other enemy. And because of that, they're disincentivized already to deal with the Terrans, because that's going to reduce the amount of pressure they're putting on the Protoss, or the effective pressure that they could put on the Protoss is going to be reduced because they're spending some time, APM, units, resources, whatever, trying to deal with the Terrans. On top of the fact that the Terrans have a very defensible starting location, and they can remain on one base for a lot longer than the other players can. So because of all these factors, right, we're now entering into this is like the starting position that you're in. You don't have easy access to immediate natural expansions that are safe to defend, but you are both going to benefit from picking off 3 enemy players specifically. The most obvious pick is the one in the middle, the Protoss in the middle, that's on the raised jungle, because he's going to be able to watch over this base and stop the right side Terran from taking this area, which is in theory a good natural, if a little cramped. Meanwhile, he'll also be able to secure this as his own natural. That's what I did in my first test when I was playing this position, is I picked that base. And that's going to put pressure on the left side Terran. And so the left side Terran has an incentive to kill him, and the right side Terran has an incentive to kill him, or at least keep him in check. So you're already incentivized to kill that Protoss immediately. And then the left side Terran is incentivized to kill the left side Zerg, the right side Terran incentivized to kill the right side Zerg, for the sake of securing more expansions on the south. Especially this double gas one, which is going to be super important for Mech Terran, which is presumably what you're going to be going this build, at least in the mid-game. Less so important for the Bio Terran if there's a Bio build that ends up coming out, which is fairly likely given Connor's playstyle, but not necessarily likely for everybody else. And so now you're into a situation where you at least have a game plan formed. You know that you are able to set up defenses, and so should you scout out enemy rushes, you should be able to respond better than the other players in theory would be able to, given their openness. And so if you scout out rushes, just to be safe, you can put down easy ways to defend. You can make sub-walls with barracks and depots in early stages of your base. You can, especially with the right side Terran, he can sub-wall around the raised jungle on either side to negate the fact that he's got 2 north-facing ramps. And he can then barricade the raised jungle itself, if necessary. As well as, obviously, on this side, you can sub-wall the temple on either end, if you don't want to wall off at the ramp itself. Yeah, McTerran and Bioterran. What's with the temple structure? Talking about this? This is supposed to be full circle, so that is what the temple is. But it's not... doesn't actually have any gameplay effect. That's just like a concept for where I thought I might put it. In theory, that would be a victory condition or something, but doesn't really matter. Anyway, what was I going to say? So, essentially, as the Terrans, you know you are not the prime target. You should not be the prime target of the other races. And even if you end up being an early target from any player, you can scout that out and respond very easily compared to the other players because of your position, because of the way that your base is laid out. You have all this information at the start because of the fog of war. So you know where the enemy positions are, they know where you are, but you also know exactly what your base outline looks like, and you can easily foment a strategy based on that. You know what your first targets are because you've got the middle Protoss who's going to keep you guys in check on the north side, and you've got the left and right Zergs that are going to keep the left and right Terrans respectively in check on the south side. And so you're probably going to be picking north side expansions, generally speaking. Like, I would expect Terrans to take this base right here as a natural. On the right side, Terran would probably take that. If they were trying to pressure the mid Protoss, they would take this. But otherwise, they would take this as like a safer one, which may need some retooling. I may end up removing this ramp, for example, to make it so that if you want to secure an approach to this base via land, you have to go to the left or to the right instead of being able to go to the middle. That being said, the middle still has to go through one of these two ramps, or I guess this one over here. So if you're coming from the south as Zerg and you're trying to siege this base, you still have to go through that ramp down there on the left and this ramp down here on the right, or go all the way around into Terran territory and go down. So this middle ramp is actually more of a convenience factor for the Terrans, if anything, because they can like just send an SCV down here really quickly to build depots or set up tanks or something. So yeah, there's a lot of trees, but there's also a lot of options that each player has. I don't think that the Terrans have a disproportionately difficult time. It just means that they have to adapt their playstyle to the fact that they are playing 2v3v3, and they're fighting against the rest of the map, and they're isolated from one another, and so they should probably work to try to bridge the gap as soon as possible, which means executing this middle Protoss player and putting pressure on the bottom two side-focused Zergs, the non-center Zergs. Well, we're playing it as a melee map, so we don't have any AI yet. I'm not sure if we will ever have AI, but there you go. This map is probably not going to be revisited after Mapcrap, which is over in 2 days, Saturday. So because of that, I'm not particularly worried about that sort of thing. So I'm just going to try to make a really solid mission. Maybe I'll make some small updates to it. I probably won't support AI with it. I guess it could be a useful testing grounds for the generic AI when I end up finishing those. But I can't even work on AI until iQuery fixes a bunch more things. So, yeah. All right, so I'm going to put some rocky jungle over here to stop building. And then I don't remember if I did rocky jungle doodads as well. I feel like maybe I did a rough cut in Photoshop, but I never imported them. So now I've got to go look for that. I'm already... Oh. I see just the center tiles. So I assume that would be a no. I've had to skip 2 songs off of this album. Probably going to be more than that by the end of it. Now there are airplanes. Goddamn chemtrails. So Alexander's here, Ultralisk is here. Hey Melly, if you want to pop in for some tests, you're free to join in as well. Don's here, I'm here. DF will probably still be opting out of testing for now. If I had to guess. Trying to come up with ways that will make this look pretty enough for my liking. My goal isn't necessarily to make it completely unbuildable. Like, if you can throw down a turret behind here or in a bunker or something, I think that's fine. But the goal is to stop you from being able to build a pylon and then another structure. So for example, over here, you could put a pylon here and then 2 cannons. So we gotta block off, like, this cell right here with something. Then we'll add to it to make it not look complete shit. So I guess in this case, we probably want to keep this open. Maybe even that open. So we can stick a bunker there if we want to. Now you can't put a pylon in something else there, though. You can put a pylon over here, though, so we are going to need to block that. This is balancing right here. This is what it looks like. Nice. Oh yeah, I was going to do some quick test about the... What was it? It was the Dark Templar. Also, again, I upped my Starcraft sound, so you guys are gonna have to tell me if it's loud or too loud or what. So, what was I getting?
Upgrade complete.
They're supposed to move at the same speed of zealots. Yeah, they do. They are a little bit faster, it looks like. No, maybe not. It looks like it's the same speed. A little bit loud? Okay. Like, it's the same exact pace as Zealot speed, actually. So why were people saying it was too fast? It used to be like 3 times as fast or something. Or twice as fast or something. Seems like they move at the exact same pace. I don't see the reason for concern.
Very well. For ire, so be it. For ire, Nema. So be it. Very well. So be it. For ire. So be it. Nema. So be it. For ire. Nema. Very well. For ire. So be it. Nema. For ire. Nema. Very well. For ire. Very well. So be it. Nema. So be it. Very well. For ire. So be it. Very well.
Yeah, I don't really see the intense issue here. Looks fine to me. People are just complaining. Complainers, man. I mean, we don't have the decloak on attack for 1 second change in yet. Icor's unfortunately asleep now, so he won't even be able to send it. SMH. What? What the fuck? I did not expect to see that. That's an interesting bug. See you later, Connor. Same link. Yeah, I just removed the map from it. I'll re-upload that in a second. The EXE hasn't been updated though, so. Although I don't. Yeah, you were in the tester party yesterday. So. You should, in theory, be fine. That's it for my balance change over there. Making sure that we're good on the placement front. Actually, I think maybe technically you could put like one cannon over here. And you can no longer put a bunker down, which is unfortunate. Now it's no cannon. Check it out. Yeah, no kidding, V. Hey, you want to test? Also, hi, how are you? Alright, I'm uploading the map. In addition to uploading the map, I am uploading water into my cup, BRB. There is no link to a new EXE because there is no new EXE. You can re-download the old one. Oh, you weren't here for the previous test. It's just the same pin as always. Check pinned. Oh yeah, you're talking about Mike. Dude, that's Mike. He's part of my Instagram. Wait. I'm just here so I can lift my command center off and fly around the map while observing. Although I probably will actually play. I definitely will actually play if there's not enough people. See a straight up 3v3, you know what I mean? Hi. You are now hearing me twice. Yeah, I just did join voice chat. I read your mind. What are my new headphones? AKG K240s. I posted a mini review of them in Special Bus yesterday before going to bed. You.
Hello. The void cometh.
I don't think so. So, Veek, are you coming in here and playing? Hanging? Well, I don't know what that was, but I'm gonna say no.
Am I in the left side, Talon?
No, I'm left.
Ah, I'm the...
I just joined here to let people pick whatever they wanted, but there's no dedicated observer slot, unfortunately.
So I'm in the Connor's fucked slot.
The Connor slot, yeah, the same slot he was in.
Yeah, where he got fucked.
Yes, that is... Wait, you're in Protoss, so... You are middle, I believe. Yeah. Protoss is middle, top right, top left. Zerg is bot left, bot right, middle. I know it's confusing. I guess I could just swap the colors and players. Nobody in voice chat. What does that mean? Wait, did I get disconnected or something? Oh yeah, I did. Oh, you got a new monitor. Congrats.
Welcome back.
Ripcord does not auto-reconnect, you know?
Why do you get disconnected, actually?
Everybody's getting disconnected, but Ripcord isn't auto-reconnecting. It's because Discord has been fucked for months. Star47, thanks for the sub. Big kisses.
Sexy time.
You gotta do more than just sub for sex.
Donation incoming.
Yeah, exactly. That's big money right there.
Will you actually take money for that, though?
No, that's illegal. And I'm a law-abiding citizen.
Wait, that's illegal? I thought it was legal in Vegas.
And where?
Vegas.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not in Vegas, though. That's Bailiffal.
Maybe we can pay him for that.
Maybe. I guess there's a higher likelihood of that happening there. I like how pretty much the only place where there's any detail in the entire map is the swamp. There's just a billion trees, and then everything else is still waiting for me to...
Maybe add some rocks, like submerged rocks, like in the ice tiles and water.
Yeah, well, we're gonna eventually have all of the generic doodads that are in the rest of the jungle tiles ported in, I'm sure. I think the originally or eventually the sub tile for swamp is going to change. Like the default tile will be mud, and then because it makes more sense, and then you'll get like some underwater grass. So mud will be the more predominant tile there. That's what DF was telling me about a while ago. I don't even know. Listen. The user menu has been fucked for I want to say 2 or 3 months now, at least. Where like I still don't actually see an accurate list of the users in the server, and people are still showing up as like unranked, like they're not listed as club members. I can't see their roles or anything.
I don't think I'm a club member either.
Everybody who is here is a club member. That's how you differentiate between people who are here and people who are stuck in the locker room.
Ah, okay.
But like Ichabod, for example, has been in here for months, and he still shows up as white instead of blue. Like unrolled, no roll at all. Because but that's something that Cancel said. I'm pretty sure Cancel said he can't fix it at all, so it doesn't necessarily matter. Also, hi Molly.
Hi. He's not politically correct.
Ultra here. Ultra was restarting his PC because Hydra wasn't starting. DF is maybe here, but he's probably working on this stuff.
Is Bellathal here?
What? UED Commander was supposed to be here. But, and then here's Ichabod.
Yeah, I pinged them for good measure.
Maybe we will actually have enough people to actually play this. You never know. I wonder why he's prioritizing Slack so much. Maybe it's just because it's something that he uses or something. I don't know. I have no idea why he's doing that.
Hey, we can get Chalks in here. He is not an Hydra tester.
If only that still pinged him.
Like him.
What's up, Balethal?
Hey, man.
Nice mic.
Hello. There you go.
Uh-huh.
Hey, I have an important question for you.
Okay.
Is prostitution legal in Vegas?
Let me turn off the stream because I'm hearing you twice.
Destroyed. Tassadar asked you a question. And it was StarCraft 2 Tassadar with that shit echo.
Just asking about prostitution.
Okay, there you go.
Prostitution.
So, actually, it's not, but that doesn't mean it doesn't happen.
Doesn't stop people from doing it anyway.
Okay, so I guess we can pay you if you're in Vegas. Great. Thank you.
Yeah, there was some guy who subbed and then Don said sexy time, and I was like, well, you got to do a lot more than just sub for sex. And then
nice.
he said he thought prostitution was legal in Vegas, and I was like, well, you'll have to ask Balethal. And so he did. That's the backstory. Now you're caught up.
Well, technically it is in the rest of Nevada, just not in Vegas itself.
Oh, wow. That's psychotic. You just have to drive to the town border and then anything you like.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
That's why everybody goes out to Prim and shit.
Reasonable.
Hey, join the game, by the way.
Ultralisks is in. If we get Balethal and Ichabod in, that means we'll only be one person short, which means UED Commander can get in here. Well, I don't actually know if we'll have a lag fest or not, but I'm pretty sure the only people... Actually, yeah, Alexander might be the only person without forwarded ports now, because Mali said that he forwarded his ports. Wait, Melly, are you on your usual router or forwarded the 6112 UDP port? Yeah.
So, what are we playing? Are we playing your Mapcrap?
Yeah,
Hydra.
testing the Mapcrap using the Hydra EXE that is in the pinned message.
I wonder if Hursus is actually here.
Pinned in Project Hydra?
Yeah.
Okay.
You, Commander, approaches.
Hydra 2.0 testing?
Yeah.
Cool.
I like when Mesk was wondering why at C was a role, and then UED Commander said because at W, at U, at C, at K. What a ridiculous server.
Cloaked U detected.
Oh yeah, I forgot cloaked unit detected was a real thing.
Oh, that actually fucking works.
Yeah. No kidding. Those used to all ping chocks, but then people kept accidentally pinging at you instead of at UED Commander, so we had to remove them all.
So who actually has that role?
Who actually has what?
The what?
Nobody has it anymore. It just exists that you can ping it and pings nobody. Thanks. Appreciate it. Wait, is Ichabod joining or is he just hanging?
That doesn't work.
What were you trying to do? Oh, wow. Yeah, there's no at O, so. I'm out of time. Oh, okay, bye. What does that even mean? I'm out of time.
Listen, his English knowledge is doubtful at best. So
Maybe he's in Nevada and he's running out of time for the hooker.
no, he's Russian.
What are prostitution rates over there, by the way?
He didn't spend last 2 years trying to fixing his own fucked up text speeches. So
Oh yeah, how's the Mapcrap going with you and Hoop? I like how your partner can't even play on iCup, so you can't even test it. I just realized that one. That's funny.
well, it will be at least 3 players, probably 6. So it's not really worth testing in only 2 of us.
True. But you.
Okay, we're going fine. Maybe. Last night I came up with second resource for Primal, so I can finally start implementing them.
Oh, is that what you're using your Mapcrap for?
Yes.
Yeah, did the guys locally?
Although I'm not sure if I want biomass to be first resource or second resource.
Balethal 2.
You
What?
need
Oh, yeah.
you?
Need one more person.
Hell yeah.
Why
Somebody's
are
got to
you
be out there.
What?
Why or what?
The fuck is that name?
The K-Vossar tribesmen.
Why all the Terrans?
I wanted to have Terrans in the map, so I put Ahmed and Boss Kath in here.
Oh, okay, reasonable.
Yeah. Listen, when you see Boss Kath in the actual campaign he's going to be in, you're going to shit. That man is a retard.
Do we have anyone still coming?
I don't think so. So if you guys want to do a 3v3 and I can observe, let me see. Somebody posted in the Hydra channel. Oh.
I want to be Terran though.
Well, destroyed. Oh. Bye, Ichabod. See ya.
Oh, I mean, we could ally between each other, so.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh. Autism test. I like that one, Ultra.
Just do a 2v2v3. I guess that'll work as well.
Thinking.
You don't see Alexander's chat. Wow. That means Alexander's ports are shit too.
Let me write a report on this one real quick.
Wait, can anybody see Alexander's chat messages?
I can't see them
No.
game.
Well,
I do
Alexander's
see him in
fucked.
game, but I don't see his chat, so.
Yeah.
I'm writing a report, I'm busy.
No, we're starting right now. Fuck you.
Yeah, I don't see Alexander's chat either, so
It's over.
he'll get dropped immediately.
No, he'll just lag.
Sucks to be Alexander.
Yep.
Yeah, you were able to be seen before, but it seems like you've got the same issue that Rimtech had now. With whatever shit happened to you. Well, the drop is you. Alright, well. You're
Somebody
incoming.
made,
Oh, the scenario
something
map
else.
file is still being distributed.
Gotta be close.
Distributed.
Yeah, it's
I
probably
downloaded it,
Alexander
That's latest.
not being able to download it from Battle.net or something. Try grabbing it from Mega and putting it into your folder before you join. Or just try
Bulgaria.
Region. Fraudgaria.
Communist Bulgaria.
You.
Communism.
Oh yeah, UED Commander missed the meme communism anthem I posted in Artism. What the fuck? Do you have a fucking chainsaw running in your background or something? What is it?
Basically.
Don, you're also echoing.
I've seen the capitalist anthem.
Let
Which
me.
is basically American anthem, but played on 7 credit card readers.
Curious to see.
I don't know what that means, but I posted.
I lowered UED's volume. It should be fine now.
Well, you were echoing me, but it doesn't happen
I'll
anymore.
lower your volume as well.
Well, the solution is to get headphones.
Yeah, well, I don't have money, so.
Yeah, you put it all into your monitors.
Yep. And also echo cancellation is broken. Maybe if I
Check
lower
out
this.
Artism. I'm all.
No. Oh, wait, you can be seen now, Alexander? Epic. You fixed your problem.
I can see him now as well.
Yep.
Alright, well. Do you want to be left side Pteranodon?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, go for it.
He wants to be leftist.
Leftism.
I'm going to be a liberal.
Well,
Very,
you can ally with the protest to make it a 3v3 and I can observe if you want.
That works.
I'm
Alright.
very confident in my fucking team. The
Okay.
guy who just lacked his ass off and done. So,
Everybody's got to share vision me, by the way.
Yeah, we'll do it.
But don't do anything else.
So you those are my allies.
Oh, okay, bye. I was disconnected. You guys do not have the latest EXE, apparently.
I mean, we all downloaded the same EXE you gave us, so.
Maybe I have a modified EXE. Maybe it's I who is the problem.
Maybe you didn't post it. That's probably the problem.
It's the same link, always. Even when I post the link, it's the same link as what's in pinned.
Well, no, I know. What I'm saying is you probably didn't update it.
It was updated yesterday at 12:58 p.m., which seems to be the same. Yeah, it's the same exact time. Orders echo.
And Alexander has left the game. So we're remaking.
Well, the whole point was to put it on stream, so yeah.
Do I have to download a new exe?
I'm just downloaded the exe.
Oh, you download the exe. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right.
I can go.
What's up again? It has to take 8 years to show up as you know. It has to take 8 years to start the game,
by the way.
and after that, it has to have at least one false start. So that's just how it goes.
As per usual. As per usual.
All right. I re-uploaded the map there as well if somebody wants to download it through that instead of this, but yeah, the host doesn't matter once the game is started. It's all peer-to-peer.
Yep. It's not like Warcraft 3.
Wait, does the host leaving in Warcraft 3 actually result in like the death of a game or something?
Yeah.
No,
Well, oh, right, because I think they can do something weird where they make someone else the host.
It passes it up or something?
yeah, I mean, I've had my host leave several times and it just continues.
What's wait, who are we missing?
Maoli.
Ah,
Yeah.
Marley. He's just happy that he's still in the old game and he won.
Destroyed.
Devoid.
Voided. Well, you guys were all
System
able
was
to
sideways.
play? There was no lag or anything when you guys were doing that?
Yeah.
Apparently.
Nice.
Except that you crashed.
Well, yeah, but that's to be expected.
No, now I have an even better team.
If you want to have an even better spot, you can move down to become Aldaris. Otherwise, you're in the middle of the map.
Sure.
Or upper middle, really. Alright.
No, that
Massive
I
echo,
am
by the way.
Curator Aldaris, leader of the conclave.
Alright. I don't think so.
So I have to
Share
have,
vision me.
Oh no, not Oculus, UD Commander.
Destroyed. For some reason,
I mean,
ticking Allied victory stopped my SCVs from attacking my command center.
Mauli, you have to give me ally status.
And everybody's got to share vision me so I can observe.
So he can observe her?
So I can observe it. Wait, who is the Echo if it's not Don? Oh, it is Don.
Is it?
Yeah.
All the high ground.
I'm still missing share vision from Ultra and from Maui.
Mauli hasn't given me ally status as well.
You gave her like half of one of those pills.
He's spinning.
Nothing is there.
There's like half a pill in the bottle.
Right away, sir. Orders received.
Half a pill in the bottle, by the way.
Affirmative. Right away,
You're a
sir.
pill in a bottle.
Affirmative. Right away, sir. Orders received.
Power
Right away,
flux.
sir. Orders received.
You know what can happen,
Right
right?
away, sir. Affirmative.
You know she doesn't
Roger that. Right away, sir.
My wall and techniques suck.
Affirmative.
I mean, you won't get back, so don't worry.
Right away, sir. Scout. I read you. Affirmative. Roger.
El Maoli. Why are you saying no? He's your ally.
Affirmative.
I guess I'm gonna have to kill him.
Orders received.
Destroyed him. Oh, he shared vision with me.
Did I successfully share a vision?
Hopefully only
If
with
I
me
succeed,
and not
then
with
I
everybody
failed.
else.
Right away, sir.
Well, Ultralisks is refusing to share vision me for some reason.
So is Molly.
He is not in the voice chat, so
I typed at him.
Affirmative. Orders received. Roger that.
I see you typing.
Right away, sir. Roger that. Affirmative.
Ah, this is an action.
Hey, nice balance shadow. Okay, bye.
What?
Why do I have to type this like 8 times?
Wolf very pussy.
He still is existing in a state of confusion. There we go. Alright, we've got ourselves an actual observer setup. Now, it only took us 10
It
years.
didn't take 2,000 years at all.
You're goddamn right. In the bottom left-hand corner, as Cordovan Zerg, we have Alexander Zergling rushing. The mid-left Terran as Ahmed Dawn. What will happen?
Here somewhere? Only. Ow.
The Zerglings are being routed
Go
by
away,
the
go
bunker.
away. You're
Can
not
they
right.
make it around? They will look to bust the bunker. No SCVs have yet been pulled, but the bunker should be safe due to the Mongoloidic pathfinding employed by Alexander.
That went well.
Epic. Finally, an SCV is pulled to repair as another bunker is constructed. Will a single SCV die? Indeed. It only took 30,000 Zerglings. Meanwhile, in the top left-hand corner, UD Commander cosplaying as Alderis, and the top right corner, the electric blue Maoli cosplaying as Artanis. In the bottom right-hand corner, the Redwood Zerg player. Oh, that was Alexander. This was Balathal with the Zerglings. My mistake. And in the middle. Kill him. It's Ultralisks. Aha! Alexander's got speed limits now. He's moving around.
What battle calls?
Double Evo chamber. No real army in sight, but we do have 3 Hydralisks. Another round of Zerglings, of course. As our Echo informs us, an add-on has indeed been completed, and it is the physics lab. Dawn has not yet enough minerals.
You are a mineral.
Massive Echo.
I'm not sure how the fuck I can fix it, to be honest.
Yeah, it involves losing all of your SCVs.
Why? Getting attacked? Ah, fuck it. I'm messing with my audio, you motherfucking. Great. Fucking fantastic. Excellent. Absolutely stunning.
You'll be fine.
A trickle of Hydralisks
I'm
from
not sure about
Ultralisks is following up Balathal's Zerglings.
That was cheap.
A sortie occurring between Alexander. Oh.
Oh, okay, bye.
Bye.
reasonable. I looked at Mali's base and got destroyed.
Uh,
The players don't sweetly.
everyone got dropped. I think I got dropped
No,
actually.
you got dropped actually.
Wait, who's still in the game then?
I am, I think. It did drop you, and it did drop whoever was the executor. So probably.
And as well as Don? Don also got dropped?
Yes, Don dropped a few seconds later.
Did he look at his ally's base by any chance?
I was looking at the characters.
I wonder if it drops on the training animation of the gateway or something.
So I'm.
Because I was just looking at that, and that's what I saw.
I got dropped on the.
Okay, I got dropped. Okay,
Reasonable.
never mind.
Hold on, let me see. Let's pop into the Hydra. Somebody pop into this Hydra multiplayer test with me.
Okay. Regional indicator dead.
Yeah.
Holy Jesus! Nice psych up, by the way.
Alright, so I'm gonna build some shit. Oh, I need a forge. And if you guys want to morph to principalities and warp anchors and shit and start training units, that will tell me a bit more about what I need to know here.
I need a forge.
Yeah, I'm building one too. You had one normal gateway and a principality, yeah. So what I'm thinking, oh, okay, destroyed. What I'm thinking happened is, like, maybe at the initializing of the animation is what's causing it? I'm not sure. Like, if everybody looks at these 3 gateways that I've got going on here, maybe you guys can tell me.
I mean, I did the same thing, and so far nothing.
No, well, you guys, we have to be looking at the same thing to see if it's going to drop, I'm pretty sure. Because it's something that's dropping. I mean, wait, did you guys... Don, were you looking at the Protoss bases?
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
No,
it might just be animation code that can happen then.
I was looking at the card just a second.
Yeah, so the gateway has different animation code than the 2 gateway clones.
Nope, I'm looking at yours, I'm looking at mine. I have no issues. Nope.
Yeah, I'm wondering what it would have been then. It was like a Zerg, ZV... It was just a Zerg versus Protoss fight, and that's when I got dropped. So it must have been something else? Was anybody else doing something? Why would it only drop some players, anyway?
Yeah, but I was a Protoss player, and I didn't get dropped until everyone else started dropping. Despite building the...
Well, when you're dropped, you're going to be the last player there. Yeah, that happens all the time. It should still say you were disconnected, though.
Yeah. No, I mean, I was Protoss player and I didn't get dropped before anyone else, and I was making a lot of shit in my gateways, so it's
Right.
doubtful it's the gateway.
I'm just wondering what it would have been, though. It really is confusing to me why that would happen.
I even got
Should we remake?
Yeah, but hold on. I'll have to use the bathroom.
Maybe they used to have issues with
Nice menu, Yuri.
Thanks. I made it myself.
It screams of medicine.
It Is there anything in there that's not? I guess it's not terrible.
Pumpkin experiments.
Yeah, I think it's the predecessor.
Hey, Bellator, you should get your brother in the Discord.
You? The no throats club. The forum is very active, it seems.
No, dude. Tell us what it is. It's using the same card for our story. Because if so, then I think you would get because it says until it's locked in /20. It would make you think that you would get
No. To whoever is doing that. Alright, so I'll remake and you guys can hop in.
Maybe it has something to do with you getting killed, like the town getting killed.
No.
Do I need XD? No,
The
I
game
don't.
post is left, by the way.
It's not actually letting me join, so I'm just going to relaunch it. Oh shit, yeah, that is fucked. You really gotta take care of this Echo, dude. What the fuck?
I'm not sure what, like, why is it going so badly today? It used to be less shit.
This cuck has cuck in the name for a reason.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure, like, I'm trying every setting I can, and it's getting worse progressively.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Like, maybe... Does this help?
No.
Oh, lesser.
Does this help?
No.
Trigger only to those games.
I'm not sure. Fucking... Does this help?
No, it's still like the start of every sentence I have. Alright, I'm gonna pop into the iScript real quick while we file in here. It's always only dropping us in Protoss land, so if it happens again, I'll at least have a potential fix.
Protoss land.
You?
Yeah, that's because Protoss are gay.
Basically, yeah.
Alright, well, I've got that. I don't even remember what units used what in this case. I've got to go to figure out that. Wow, Psi Disruptor, by the way.
Were we missing Bellator?
Oh, sorry guys. I'm sending Beak stuff for Mapcrap right now.
Triplets are pain.
Fun.
Void.
So I know something that can really break the game is wait. Something that can really break the game is having a fair amount of
Medicine?
it's like randomness in the animation code at the beginning of an animation, I think. But I found that out when I was working with Toddborn, but I don't remember what it was that did it. So
You should probably add wait too before you do literally anything with iScripts. After the init.
well, I don't think it would have been an initialization error though.
Well, I don't know.
Well, I have wait
I'm
rams,
just telling
right?
you what Snape told me, so...
You have a screenshot of him telling you to do wait 2 before anything?
Yeah. Somewhere, maybe.
What the fuck? Yeah. I'd like to see that.
That came up when we discussed Aisa.
Well, it might have been a special rule specifically for that.
Special void.
So he described it as that the unit doesn't exist for first 2 frames of init animation, so it doesn't have ID, it doesn't have player, etc.
Well, I can do that as well, I suppose.
It shouldn't affect. It shouldn't affect actually appearing units since like they actually appear way before they are shown to the player, and so they're initialized way before they're shown to the player.
No, we can do the same exact team comp or whatever. It doesn't matter. It can even be different if we want to.
Here. What are we missing?
No idea. Are we missing someone?
Yeah, Belfast still
Yes.
test. He's sending
Bye,
stuff.
Oh.
little.
If you guys want to start without me, that's fine.
Yeah, he's working.
It might be a while. I'm having a hard time getting Veek to download something from Mega or whatever.
Yeah, you might have to send space it.
Mega. Let's use Yandex.Draft ammo.
Well, it seems like we're 2v2v2ing then.
Yandex. Like you. Well, at
Just
least I don't
like
have Don in my team anymore. That's encouraging.
I'm not sure if Molly is a better choice, to be honest.
That is true. That is true.
No, that's you.
Yes, sir. Roger that. Right away, sir.
Writing base layout. What? To a slot.
SCV good to go, sir. Orders, Captain? SCV good to go, sir. Roger that. Right away, sir.
I should switch teams, I guess.
SCV good to go, sir.
You do now.
Wait, Don's on my team.
Yes.
I'm not
So
going.
we don't
I'm
have
not joining Protoss. That's strange and unusual.
Good to go, sir.
You're going to the gainer though
Job finished. Right away, sir.
in this setup.
Everyone's getting this up.
Reporting for duty. Right away, sir.
I already forgot the build order I had. Well, I'm not even bothering with that actually.
SCV good to go, sir. Orders received.
We've got to kill those Protoss before they drop
Yes.
us. Yeah, it's hit or miss. I don't know what's causing it.
SCV good to go, sir.
By the way, I'm not implying anything, but do you have final orders implemented yet?
Do I have what?
Final orders implemented.
Idle orders.
Final orders.
No, I'm not. Final orders, yeah. That was implemented a while. I don't think it's even been tested, actually.
Well, let's test it then. Might as well.
Wait. Why did you share vision with me? Oh, man.
No, you didn't think.
Yeah, that is the problem.
Thinking is will rule this anyway.
That's epic.
Additional supply depots required.
Doesn't worry.
Not enough minerals.
You're avoiding.
That is true.
I'm not a voyeur.
Voider.
Not enough minerals.
Voyeur.
Avon!
Voyeur.
Additional
Maybe
supply
Avon is a
depots
voyeur.
required.
Could explain some things.
You could explain
Not enough
Gabriel.
minerals.
I can explain with Gibbering.
That would explain some things.
Like 2 days ago, they have been sitting in the voice channel kissing each other or something. I don't know what was actually going on there.
What?
Because I'm not yet retarded enough to go into one voice
Forces
channel
are under attack.
with all of those people.
To me that sounds gay, but still.
Not enough minerals.
I'm confused. I thought you were banned from that server.
Yeah, that was on Necron's server.
Oh, that's even more embarrassing.
Necron doesn't ban me because I'm super fucking useful to him. And Giborino doesn't have power there. So,
He should ban you, to be honest.
no.
Would be in line with everything else he's
I
done.
literally made the entire fucking graphical library for the UEDI project.
Yeah.
Single-handed.
Why, I still don't understand, but you know.
For the memes.
Oh, I mean, why are you doing voice acting for Ultimate?
Because I told you I would.
It's exactly the same reason.
No, you were waiting for me to say a completely different reason, you fucking liar. Don't talk to me like that.
You're a reason. Go
A
away.
reason to kiss.
Romantic.
Oh, I died to a sunken SMH.
Upgrade complete.
I guess I might need a supply depot.
Yeah, those are usually pretty useful. Oh, see ya.
Okay, bye.
Bye. I guess I'm dropped now, bro.
Wait, what the fuck? So it's just me versus two Protoss now. You guys really are dropping them all.
I'm still here, I guess.
No, you're not.
It says I'm waiting for an offender.
Yeah, you're dropped. We didn't even
Oh.
stop playing, so.
Okay.
So what just happened then?
Good
What
question.
were the
Doing
Protoss
unusual.
just doing?
I was expanding, building photon cannons, forge, upgrades, nothing unusual.
Add-on complete.
Affirmative. Orders received.
It does seem to be like maybe the issue is related to Fog of War.
I don't have a principality as well. I don't have actually any production build except one gate.
Right away, sir. Affirmative.
Because I was going to build 3 Stargates.
Right away, sir. Roger that. Right away, sir. Roger that. Orders received.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, that's not what I mean. I mean like there's probably there's a high likelihood I would expect that
Reporting for duty.
I have 4 zealots and the dragoon. Maoli has.
like when the scouting occurred and he saw the moving like the flashing gateways,
SCV good to
it may have been related to that.
Well, I don't crash when my gateways flash.
Yes, but that what is happening is there's a randomness in the animation. That randomness is true for you guys because you see them all at the same time. But if a player scouts them, it could result in a different random weight for them, and they only see it when they scout it. Like, it only becomes a part of their game code when they scout it. You know what I mean? So, like... Well, I was hoping you were actually using your gateway there, but...
I can use my gateway.
Well, it's too late now.
Upgrade complete.
But what I'm saying, what I'm getting at is that is most likely what happened.
Add-on complete.
Well, maybe not most likely, but that's the most sensible approach I can think of.
Complete. Add-on complete.
Right. So, if you want to wait for me to get more energy, I can scan... No, don't share vision with me, because the whole point is that then my game knows that you're doing it.
Oh, okay.
So, I'm going to scan it while it's active. Just keep a unit training in there. Well, I was talking to you, Commander, at that point anyway.
Oh,
but
okay,
you're
bye.
fine. So you... Oh, okay, so this is probably... If you were producing out of your gateways just then, Mali, this is sort of my theory, is that... I didn't scan, but he just unshare
I
visioned
didn't
me.
drop, actually. I am victorious, it doesn't say I disconnected.
Yeah. Well, you didn't drop. It was me who dropped. Right,
Yeah,
Mali
Maoli
was...
dropped next.
Oh. Yeah, so it was a disparity between 2 players getting the animation, I think. But I don't know, like, Zerg would drop in that case, because they have weight rans in their shit. All I know is that it's something to do with vision of a Protoss player that's dropping the this stuff. And it's almost usually, like almost always related to gateways, if I had to guess.
By the way, whichever upgrade Protoss have on position 3 in their fleet beacon, it doesn't have
Strings?
description from where it is disabled,
Okay. I'll fix that right
or
now.
rather unavailable.
No, unavailable would be it's not there at all. That's auxiliary hangars. It should never be disabled. Oh, it requires a robotic support bay, apparently. Oh, that's Skyforge, not auxiliary hangars. Wait, I don't even have a Skyforge string, apparently. Hold on. Oh, he left the game. It wasn't that he was dropped.
Oh. I see.
Which is why you got victorious and not disconnected. Hold on. Alright, well I fixed the issue you were just telling me about with your fleet beacon.
Yeah, but fixing the actual important issue might take some time.
Yeah, I'm just not sure about the why it would be happening at all. That's my main confusion at this point. Is like, if it's that case, that would explain the whole vision thing. Would explain what I'm getting at with the issue regarding like why we didn't trip it during the test map, because we all have shared vision of each other. And so why don't we pop in real quick with the same EXE, and we'll, you know, I only need 2 other people for this, or really just only 1 other person, but 2 would be preferable. And then we'll test it, but we'll unshare vision each other. We'll test it, and then we'll see what we can whether or not we can trip it with just gateways, because obviously it happens with just gateways.
So we're testing again?
I just need one other person for a multiplayer test. We're going to see if we can get to the bottom of the desync. Because this is the same thing that was desyncing people in Stormborn with Alderis. Is that you scouted out his base and you dropped. I think it's because you get vision of something that is not actually happening the same way on your end that it is on their end. Although in this case we're talking about an AI, so I guess the drop is that you scout it, you see a different weight rand than your ally does in Stormborn. Or that it's just different than the game logic that's running for the rest of, like, for the AI or something. So I'm gonna unshare vision everybody here. And you're
Holy
gonna...
shit, I just selected Shaman and it fucking lagged me as hell.
Alright, I don't know if you can see my ping, but move over towards my
Yeah,
gateways with something.
Unit responding. Hi, gateway. I see your gateways and I don't get crushed.
Yeah, just keep popping back in and out. Bye.
I need something faster for this.
Yeah. It seems like that's the only thing that it would be. I mean, we're replicating the issue, I guess. If you guys stop share vision of me, what happens? Like, turn share vision off of me. And I'll do the same thing if you guys want to activate your gateways.
Sure.
Yeah, I feel like it would have been happening more. It was happening with such frequency, so if this was the problem, it would have been... It also would have been happening... oh yeah, I forgot to give you money. It would have been happening for Zerg all over the place, because they have weight rands in their stuff as well.
I gotta go. Bye.
Oh, okay, see ya. Thanks for your help. What would it be then? So I really don't get it, because... I don't think there's anything associated with these structures that is different. Here, put your queen back on patrol really quickly. I want to see something.
Patrol.
You must construct additional pylons. What call?
No, that wouldn't do it either, I don't think.
You must construct additional pylons.
I don't know. Doesn't really make any sense to me.
So we weren't morphing any structures.
Yeah, I know. I'm definitely at a loss. I'm not really sure why there would be any issues there. Well, I'm thoroughly perplexed. Specific frame? Yeah, but it wouldn't be a specific frame because all of those are fine. The issue would be that, like,
We were spinning for like half an hour or something. If it would be a specific frame, we would hit it eventually.
Yeah. What I was thinking is that these weight rand 1-2s or whatever were the cause of it in theory, but then, you know, you scroll up and you pick on like the Ultralisk Cavern, and that has weight rand at the end of it, right? That has weight rand in its built animation. Yeah, El Mali. I don't think it was you, though. Like, it wouldn't matter even if it was your specific player, just by circumstance. This was happening way before you even started following the channel. This was happening in 2019. Oh, I guess maybe technically not before you started following the channel, but it was around a long time ago. This is a very old bug. Well, I will, yeah, that's really weird. Well,
That was stupid.
that was stupid. We got very little done, unfortunately. All we did was confirm that the submission desyncs, so that's cool. Oh well, we got some decoration done, whatever. It's all well that ends well, man. So.
You and well, actually.
Oh, you. Anyway, I'll be out of here for the time being. I'll be working on some other stuff later. Hopefully we end up... I'll talk with Iquare about the desync and how it's only related to Protoss, but we can't replicate it in a test map. And he can tell me what his steps would be to... It seems to be very, very obviously... It's like super common in... when you're scouting the Protoss in this map. So at least we're getting closer to replicating it. I just don't know what the cause of it is. And so I'm thinking... If it's not a gateway, then what would it be? Like, is it a zealot? I don't think so, but I have no real lead. Yeah, me too, Ultra. Thanks for your help. And thanks everybody else who helped. And yeah, I'll update you guys as I have more information. Bye.